Life in the camps. How can you describe a hell? Well, we would work from dark to dark. We would get up, it was dark, we would go to be counted first. We would have to line up 5 deep, and as long as there are people. My mother and the rest of the family were murdered in Treblinka. I was in 3 camps in Poland and 3 camps in Germany. And the beatings were constantly. It's all Jesus' fault. Every time we were hit, the guard would tell us, Jesus told us to hit you. Jesus hates you. I was raised that God is everything. God in the morning, God at noon, and God at night. And one day I took a look around where I was in 1941 or 42, and I said, there is no God. My mother lied. Well, what it was like to get out of the camps. At first we didn't believe it. And then somebody came up with an idea of getting even. This person didn't have to repeat. I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to kill Jesus. So where does Jesus live? In the church. So what are you going to do with the church? You're going to burn it down. So if you burn down the church, Jesus cannot live there anymore. He's dead. We had so much hate. And when we came back to the group, we reunited. I took my sister's hand and I said, it's time to go home. And after a while, my sister had married and gone to Israel, and I was going to follow her. And then I wound up in America through circumstances. And shortly after I came, I met my husband. We got married. I was blessed with children, and many things happened. And one day, my oldest daughter comes home and she says, Mommy, 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 I believe in Jesus Christ. He's the Jewish Messiah. I just couldn't see it. The same Jesus who killed my family, who put me in a concentration camp, who they experimented on, they beat and they killed. How can you believe in that? How can you believe in a God? I threw out my daughter because she believes in him. And I sent my husband into that house, and he became a believer. He didn't want to go to the synagogue with me, even though I had the best seats. But there he believed. I mean, it used to be a peaceful, loving house. Jesus comes in and there's war. I said, I'm going to teach them a lesson. I'm going to find the killer Jesus. And I went down the basement and I locked myself in. I looked in my Bible. Now, I knew in my Bible, the one the rabbi gave me, there's no Jesus in there. So I put it aside. I picked up my daughter's Bible and I started reading it and reading it and reading it, and I started again to read it because I knew I missed it. I was about 4 or 5 days in that basement. I didn't do housework, I didn't do cooking, I didn't do cleaning. Nobody was allowed to come near me. I was a tyrant. I was a tyrant as it is, but I was really a tyrant at that time. After reading it so many days, I just couldn't find any more excuses. I noticed that he was the lamb, not the lion. And he didn't kill me. He didn't put me in a camp. He didn't kill my family. That he died for me. Did you know that? He died for me. He loved me this much that he gave himself for me. I didn't convert. I'm Jewish, you see. I found the God of Israel, and to His glory I serve Him. Pick up your own Bible. There are 328 prophecies from Genesis to Malachi. In the Hebrew scriptures, it's from Genesis to Chronicles. And there are so many prophecies of coming of the suffering servant. Read it. Just read it and come to your own conclusion. Who am I talking about?